What's going on, everybody? I'm Jacob Cavazuto with Cab Training, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about a couple workouts that indirectly work our abs. Ab work can be tedious and boring, but sometimes when you're in the weight room, you don't have to directly work your abs to work your abs. This video will highlight a couple exercises that will work your abs without you even knowing about it. But before we get into it, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to Cab Training so you guys can follow along with more workouts as well as sports training stuff. Let's get better today. Exercise number one, we're gonna do either a seated or standing single arm shoulder press. The primary muscle we're working here is the deltoid, but as you are stabilizing yourself, you are also working your obliques. This is a great exercise, especially you wanna get some good shoulder work as well as some core work. And this will really help you with some stability if you're someone that carries things over your head often, and if you want that core stability at any juncture when you're being an athlete. This is a great drill to indirectly work your obliques and a good substitute for exercises like the side plank and bicycle crunches that are kind of annoying and hard and boring. So try this one out, do a couple sets of 10 each arm and try to contract your oblique during it because this will really help you with that core stability and strength. Exercise 2, we're going to do a front squat. You can do this with either a barbell, medicine ball, or a dumbbell. And just to make sure that you're holding it right around your collarbone area, not directly on the collarbone, obviously, or your chest. So if you're holding the medicine ball, you're gonna hold it chest level. Dumbbell, you're gonna hold it right about here, right above your chest. And the barbell, obviously, you'll hold it in a rack position. And this is just so good for your obliques. I once went heavy on a front squat day, and my obliques were killing me for about 5 days. And it's kind of nuts. You don't want your obliques to be killing you ever, but if you want to work your obliques without having to lay down on the ground and work your obliques, this is a great exercise. With the front squat, make sure you're exercising with good technique, sitting on the middle of your foot with a flat back, with elbows high in that rack position if you're using the barbell, and tense your abs. If you can do the front squat without a weight belt, obviously with a safe weight, you can really get your abs working here and stabilizing you. Especially if you're an athlete, this core stability that you achieve during this exercise is huge for your performance. So I would recommend you doing 3 sets of 10 if you're a beginner at this, and then 4 sets of 3 to 6 if you're more of an experienced lifter. The third exercise that's going to work your core indirectly is a lateral lunge. This is so great for athletes because not only are you working your hip flexors, your adductors, and your hips, you're also working your core in a stability aspect. This one really works all angles of the core as you're stepping to the side on the lateral lunge. You can do this with either a dumbbell or a medicine ball, doesn't really matter, or you can do it without weight. Just make sure you're contracting your ab muscles while you're doing this to help you be stable. Core stability and core stiffness is so important when it comes to transferring energy from your lower body to your upper body, and we'll touch on that a little bit more with the next and final exercise. For lateral lunges, try to do 5 to 8 lateral lunges each leg and 3 to 4 sets. Exercise 4 is the snatch. This one is all about hip extension, core stability, and leg explosiveness. This is as close to a full body exercise as you can get, because we're working on that explosiveness and we're working on stability at the same time. All you're doing is either holding a dumbbell or a kettlebell if you're more experienced. You're bringing that dumbbell straight from the ground all the way up to over your head in one smooth motion. Again, you have to be a little bit more experienced to understand the hip hinge and its importance. Make sure you guys understand the hip hinge and its importance if you guys want to perform this exercise perfectly. You're not muscling up the dumbbell with your arms here. You are exploding up with the hip hinge and the hip extension so you guys can get it up over your head. That arm really shouldn't be bending a whole lot to muscle that dumbbell up. If you're a more experienced lifter, you can go with a little bit more weight here. Other than that, I want you guys going with a lighter weight to get a bunch of reps in to practice the technique of this, because it is a complicated exercise to get down. But once you get it down and once you get the movement all calibrated with you, you guys are going to be very, very, very impressed with the impact it could have on your obliques and your leg explosiveness. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys want to look at more content that's devoted to improving your athleticism and your fitness, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button to Cab Training. Like this video if this video brought you value. And as always, let's get better today.